Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy, Marky Marks Terrell. Oh, hey, Ali. How you doing? Hey, Maria. What's up, sweetheart? How you doing? You good? Just being lazy and resting sounds good. Uh, on and off. It's been raining, but now it's sunny, of course. It was raining first thing this morning, and then it stopped. Then I cleaned the pool. Then it started raining again. And then now it's sunny again. But I'm just taking a break. I bust my ass all week, and I'm sick and tired of doing too much shit. Hey, Afrin, how you doing, bro? Yeah, see, that's crazy. See, it's snowing there now, and then summer happens. They said that this afternoon it's gonna get better, and it looks like it is getting better now, but it's still annoying. Like all this time, it's been cloudy. As soon as I go online, it starts to be sunny again. Yeah, this is it's winter transferring to spring. And this Sunday is going to be daylight saving time on Sunday, so we're gonna have like early morning sun all up in your chops first thing in the morning, which I don't like at all. But we're gonna have longer days, which is good. I like the longer day part. No, I don't like mornings. The only good thing about morning is drinking coffee and checking everything. I've gotten up. I've gotten up every morning so early in my life. All my life, I had jobs where I had to get up and make 7 o'clock every morning and work till wee hours of the fucking night and shit. So now I like to sleep past 7 o'clock if I can, if I'm, you know, lucky enough. Yeah. See, I don't like. I've been getting up early forever, like, and I can't stand it. Even when I was in the army, I was getting up early, stupid ass hours all the time. I got fed up. So now, and ever since like I've been on my own, have my own business, I've been getting up whenever I feel like. But there were some jobs where I had to like leave early and get there early and meet people early, and I'd get up every now and then. It's kind of annoying, but it's all good. It's life. But when I can like sleep in, I will. I think it was last week. Like I got up early. I let Diamond out, let her outside, like about 7 o'clock in the morning. I let her outside. I pretty much like kicked her out, and then she went outside, and I went back to sleep till like 10 o'clock. I couldn't believe it. I was so happy. I was like, finally, I caught up with sleep. And ever since that day that I slept in, I feel much better now because I feel like my body catches up. But usually when I leave here, it's like 1:30 in the morning. By the time I get to sleep, it's like 1:30 at most. I pretty much go right to sleep when I leave here. And I'll usually get up like between 6:30 and 7. So I get like maybe 6 hours of sleep if I'm lucky. But it's because I have Diamond in here. So if she wasn't in here, I would sleep till whenever. Because that way I don't have to get up. Because if I don't get up, she's gonna pee down here, and I don't want that. And then there's some days where I'm thinking that she wants to go to pee, and I have to drag her ass out of here. She's like, "Nah, I'm good, bro." She pisses me off sometimes because I'll come downstairs and she'll just lay there, and I'll be like, "Come on, let's go," and she's like, "Nah," and she'll be just laying there. And then as soon as I make my coffee and I sit down to eat breakfast, she'll get up, and I'm like, "You little biatch." So then I have to get up, let her outside, and I'll leave her the hell outside. I'm like, "You stay out there and leave me the hell alone." But my nephew, he went away for a class trip yesterday, and he's in Disney World right now, studying tourism with some people from his school. So he already sent us like a picture and a video of him going through Universal Studios and all that shit. So I rode his bike. When I rode his bike today, it was like looked like it was gonna rain. And then as soon as it finished raining, I took his bike and I went for a ride just so the battery won't die. He told me, "Please ride my bike every day so the battery won't die." And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." So I put on my hoodie and I went for a nice ride on the bike. Went to go see if I can find my friend's business, but I didn't have any success doing that. He told me he was at this location, but he must have gave me the wrong directions. But anyway, so I already went for a bike ride today and before the rain comes, because now the rain looks like it's coming again. It's all dark again. This weather's so fucking annoying. Let me see the radar. Right now it's 64 degrees, which is nice. It's nice and cool. Actually, let me see if it's gonna rain. Let me see the radar. Yeah, there's like little showers around. Nothing serious though. Yeah, it's like little showers here and there. Just little showers. That's it. Enough to aggravate me. Yeah. And like in an hour's time, it looks like it's got more like rain coming. It's like a big patch of clouds and rain coming this way, and maybe about a half an hour to an hour. Pain in the ass, but oh well. It's life. I ain't worried about it. I just said let me come on here and chill for a minute. Now the sun's back out again. Joys of life. I need to fold some clothes. My dryer stopped. Yeah, Maria, just doing what I gotta do. I don't really worry about none. I'm gonna go finish that railing. Maybe in about an hour's time, I'm gonna go finish that railing, put it all back together. That way, it'll be 24 hours since I painted it. So that way, when I put it back together, it doesn't stick all over the place. And I'll be finished that today. Thank God. I'll be finished that. I don't have to worry about that shit no more. Going up and down damn steps all day. Yeah, it's getting all cloudy and nasty now. But yeah, same shit, different day. Yeah, here comes the wind. Oh, going crazy. I wanted to do a little bit more things in the city today because I had the bike and it's easy to park. But there was so many people in the city today that I was like, you know what, let me get the fuck out of here. It's so annoying. People like drive and ride their bikes like maniacs, and like people are always like doing stupid things. Like I was riding the bike and a guy came across me like doing 100 mile an hour, and he like scared the shit out of me. And I was like, you fucking idiot. Like, what are you doing? Like a car can pull out and like kill you. Like, you like why are you going so fast? You're going in a rush to go nowhere. And you scared the shit out of me. Like I literally like when I jumped on the bike, I was like, fuck. I was fucking him off the whole way. I can't stand people, man. They're so dumb. Like they just do stupid shit. That's why there's so many accidents in Bermuda the past like 2, 3 years. There's more accidents now than there ever has been. And people die on the road like every year. Like about 10, 15 people die every year here. All sorts of ages too. I can see it sprinkling now. Shit. But yeah, people ride and drive recklessly. And another thing I can't stand is like how people pull up in the middle of the road, in the middle of the street, and they don't care. And they just get out of there, they open their door and they just think that nobody's there. And then if somebody goes like this to move, they're gonna hit the oncoming traffic or the people in the other lane. So like these people have no brains, none. Like their brain does not work. Like I honestly feel like some people don't have a fucking brain. Hey Marty, how you doing? Hope you're doing good. Dan said he wanted to know where his favorite redneck is. I told him I haven't seen you. So you're probably busy dealing with dumb people like us, like we are. Yeah, you're right. They don't care, you know. Gotta get these taxes over with. Yeah, that's right. Isn't it next month that the taxes have to be due by, like April or something? Damn taxes, always some bullshit. It's always taxes and bills and taxes. My internet bill went up by $5 and my cable bill went up by $5. It never goes the fuck down. It always goes up. And then when it's bad weather, it doesn't even show anything, or the channels are all messed up. And then I got rid of two sports channels that I don't need, and it's still on my cable, but I'm not paying for it. That shit don't make no sense. I went to go look at the channel. I'm like, this shit should be off. And then when I looked at my bill, it said that they turned it's off. I'm not paying for it, but it's still on. And I'm like, you want to give me free shit? That's cool. I'll take it. Ain't no nothing that I watch on there anyway, so I don't give a shit. It's just sitting there. I don't care. But everything's going up, man. Nothing goes down. They know you need like certain things. They're gonna make sure they burn you and make sure like they put the markups on all the things that you need in life. Like I don't need cable and I don't need internet, but technically, I do because I of what I want and what I do for a living. So it's getting really windy still. I see like the sprinkling, stupid ass weather. I don't even have a porn channel. Shit. Cable doesn't show porn. Yeah. That shit is so nasty now. It's like porn is like on another level. I can't deal with that shit. That shit's fucking. People are so disgusting. Now, my luck, I'll be flicking through it and seeing things I don't want to see, and that'll turn me off from looking at it. Yeah, I canceled. It's a sports channel, like a double pack channel that shows like soccer, but I don't need it anymore because my team's not in the Champions League. So I got rid of it. I say I don't need this shit. So I save like $25 a month, and then that $25 that I saved, they put $10 back on and increase the price per month. So I only save $15, which ain't really much, but at least say it's like $100 a year that I save, which is good. It's always some bullshit, man. It's so annoying to know like that you get rid of one thing to save money and then they add something else to put it back on so they get like the money back from you. It's so conniving and nasty. I don't understand how a cable company has to make so much money off of each individual that has cable. Like you don't make enough money. Like there's thousands of people with cable vision doing like getting cable and paying for it over 100 and something dollars a month, and you got the nerve to like put it up another $5. Like, what the fuck, man? And then you go, you and then if the weather's bad or your shit goes off, why don't you deduct some money off of when it's not connected and when it's all fucked up? You don't do that, do you? I also have a Fire Stick that I paid $30 a month for, which is hardly anything. And I'm so glad I have the Fire Stick because I can see the Portuguese channels that I watch for soccer. And it's also good for like when I watch the Celtics and when I watch all my sports, I watch on my Fire Stick. But yeah, look at this pain in the ass. Mom wants cards for her finances. Tell her to ask her government and her governor to put up her pension for her retired grandma. Hey. Oh, what am I gonna do with this ninja? What's wrong with your BF, Afrin? Aren't you getting enough pension? You need to go get a part-time job. That's how your finances are gonna go. Go get a lemonade stand and put it outside your damn house. Yeah, I know she sleeps all day now. And she wants to know how her finances are gonna go. You better sell some lemonade outside your damn house, woman. Make a couple dollars. Damn seniors. Oh, I got that her finances will be fine. If she's waiting for money, she'll get it. Um, I feel like she'll have enough for what she needs. If she's looking to go on a trip, then she'll have enough money to go on a trip. I don't know if that's what she's planning on doing, but I got like the trip card here, or if you want to go on like a short vacation somewhere, you'll be able to do it if you want to know if you're going to have enough money to do so. But when I get the Seven of Pentacles, it means that you'll have enough money, and like if you put in any effort to get the money, then you'll be fine too. But if you'll be able to control your tell her she'll be able to control her finances and make sure she'll be okay. So whatever, like if she has anxiety over paying for something, it'll get paid for, and she'll have enough money to pay for it, and she'll be able to deal with her finances. Will be fine. I'm not getting anything bad here. I'm just getting that as long as she organizes things and she puts in the effort, the progress and stuff will come through. No, I know. That's why I don't know how the hell she's in Aquarius. She must have crazy in her chart somewhere. So I don't see nothing bad. I see she'll be fine. Her finances will be perfectly fine in the next like 30 days to a month, whatever, or for the rest of this thing. But if she's like planning on going somewhere next month or this month, like on a weekend trip or going somewhere visiting Mickey and Minnie Mouse or something, it should be fine. All right, Ali, as far as your day is going to be good. You're going to get good news. But you could be very worried and concerned about changes that are going to happen. You're worried about, the difficult situations coming your way. You're worried about if anything new, troublesome will come your way. But I don't get that. I get that you're going to get good news today. Whatever you're expecting to happen will be in a good way. Whatever ideas you have right now, if you implement them and make them happen, or like really go with your ideas, then you'll have success and gain and overcome the obstacles and challenges that are put before you. But you have to negotiate with whoever you need to negotiate with. This could be a-hole, or this could be like with the job people that you're waiting for. But overall, I got like successful negotiations with like people that you're dealing with. So, but I'm getting that you're gonna have a good day and you're gonna hear good news, and things will go as long as you put in the effort to do certain things and not just sit there like ninja and do nothing, then you'll be fine. Yeah. So that's where like the worry comes in about, and concern about what's gonna happen. So it's going to be difficult, but you'll be able to overcome all the challenges and the obstacles that you're going to face. I got good cards here. 6 of Wands, 7 of Wands. So that means, getting good news and feeling successful about what you're doing. So you'll get some type of gain and some type of like success in what you want. There's something good's gonna happen today for you. Yeah. Well, you sound like my sister, and it still ain't over. It's been 2 years, and my sister is still dealing with bullshit. And now she has to go to a meeting with him, and well, they're not going to see each other. They're going to be in separate rooms, and they're going to negotiate how much money he's going to pay every month, and how much he's going to pay overall with school fees, college fees, all that bullshit, or else he'll be going to court in April. So if there's no negotiating on Monday, then it's court next month. But he ain't gonna go court. He's gonna negotiate to a certain point, but he's never gonna pay what we want. I know that. But if he pays I told my sister, if he pays more than $3,000 a month, it'll be nice. He'll pay for our bills and fuck him. He can pay for the rest. He needs to pay. Fucking jackass. He's scared. He's definitely scared to go to court because he knows what time it is. We have pure evidence. We'll burn his ass. If he thinks he's going to pay a little bit that he's paying now, he'll pay double that shit when he goes to court. Because if the judge finds out he ain't paid nothing for 2 years, not 1 cent, then the judge is going to burn him. It's time to be a father, bro. It's time to pay up. Boom. You got to pay this much. And he knows if he goes to court, he'll get burnt. So fuck him. So I hope to God that Monday my sister has good news and says that bastard's gonna finally pay, the full amount of what she's asking for and prove that they need that money and go to hell. Yeah. Yeah, and that's that. They always think that because see, they have a lot of men have dumb mentality, like they can't, like they think that life is cheap and oh, you don't need much and you have to, because I'm paying now, you have to live less than what you live with. Man, I was there. Like, who are you to decide how somebody lives and what to pay for? Oh, I'm not paying for groceries because she's gonna eat the food too. So who the fuck makes the food and who goes and gets it? You send a truck down here. You own a grocery store. So why don't you send a truck down here and bring a whole pile of stuff for your kids, you piece of shit? I had a dream about him 2 nights ago that I walked into the store and he was there on the cash register and I had to pay for something and he threw the change back at me. And when I went to go attack him, he went like this and he was crouching down. He was like, and he didn't say one word. And I went to go slap him and I woke up. Just imagine the dreams he has about me beating the shit out of him every time I see him. He must have nightmares. He must be waking up with his heart pounding out of his ribs. No, Mark, don't hit me, no. Oh, fuck, thank God that was a dream. I always have dreams of like trying to attack him, but I never get to attack him in my dreams. But yeah. I'm sure he has nightmares about me because he don't like me. He's scared of me. So I've already tried beating his ass a few times. And he always threatened to call the police on me. I'll call the police if you hit me. I was like, how are you going to call the police if I break your fingers and your mouth? You won't be able to say anything. You won't even be able to use your fingers. And I'm going to break your phone over your face anyway. Little fucking weirdo. My sister told me she laughed so much the day I did that to him. I went right up to him. I was ready to crack him right across the skull. He was like, I'm calling the police. I was like, call the police how? If I break your fingers and your teeth. Little dweeb. And see, he knows when he says he would call the police, he would call the police. Because he wants to see me behind bars so he can be free. So he knows I'm not around. I'm not like that, though. I don't like violence. I really don't. Violence is not a good thing. Karma's better. Watching him get karma and knowing he's getting karma is the best feeling in the world. Just knowing that he's getting karma and he's having bad shit happen to him. Good. And now that he's gonna finally pay child support, it's even more of a karma feeling. Pay the bills, jackass. Take that and shut up. I told my sister he's finally gonna get karma after all this time. He's gonna finally pay because he has no choice now. Can't run forever. But it's I told my sister that online on here I have so many women that tell me they don't even get child support or they get the bare minimum or they get nothing at all or the man just like don't pay nothing and or pays like next to nothing and doesn't even care about their kids. So I told her you're not the only one. There's plenty. There's plenty that come in my room every day. And I told her don't worry about being divorced and all that type of stuff because half my room's divorced. Don't worry about it. I said it's the way of life. Everybody makes mistakes. You learn from it. As a mother and father, you take care of your children, and God will take care of you. You don't need no deadbeat daddy and no ex-husband to give you everything. A woman is strong enough to do what she has to do to take care of her children. And when her children get older, they can take care of themselves. As long as they wipe their own ass and they take a shower and they go to school and they go to work, that's all you have to worry about. You ain't gotta do too much. It's when they're young, it's really, really hard. But once they get teenagers and they can get a job and they can help you, that's when life is so much better because they're teenagers and they grow into men and women and they can help you and you don't have to pay for them anymore. They pay for themselves. And when that happens, when they're successful in life as a single parent, you can take the credit and you can take the recognition for being a good parent without the other one. I always encourage everybody to like never depend on a deadbeat, ex-husband or a father or mother. Just do what's best for you. Like, and most people that find themselves in those predicaments have are the most successful people in the world because they had to make it. They had to change their lives and adjust to a better life. Yeah, because he's an idiot, Ali, and that's what he does. And you're supposed to be a father of your children, and do things for them. And then you wonder why they don't want to be with you. And then when they don't want to be with you because of your own stupidity, you 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 do it to like your kids are the ones that suffer. So you do the damage, your kids don't speak to you, and then you don't care about them because they don't speak to you because your own bullshit. How does that make any sense whatsoever? And that's exactly what my sister's ex-husband does. He disrespected her and those kids and me so much, and then he'll act like he didn't do nothing wrong. But you have to do what I say. And I'm like, hey, fuck you. We ain't doing nothing you say because we don't need you. And we proved for the last 2 years we don't need you. We'll survive without you. We don't need you. You never did anything anyway. Some of my nephew's friends came here like for parties in the last 2 years, and they said they didn't even know who the dad is because he never was around here. He always used to shut himself and close himself off and never like introduce himself to the kids as their dad. Oh, I'm saying this is my house, welcome here. Nothing. They only know my sister and me. They always said, I don't even know who your dad is. I don't even know what he looks like. He didn't come to none of the games. He didn't do anything for those children. And then when you try to make things right, you end up making it worse. And then you sit there and be like, oh, I'm not paying for them because they don't speak to me. Well, they don't speak to you because you're a dumbass that doesn't give them any time of day. What have you done for them? Look in the mirror and say, what have I done for my children? Fucking nothing. That's what you ain't done. You ain't done shit. You fucking idiot. That's why, like, people like that, there's so many men and women that do that, right? Because my brother's ex-wife is the same way. And that's why their lives are shit, because they chose to disrespect their children and say, oh yeah, they know how to wipe their ass and they know how to, live and make food and do whatever. I don't need to be there anymore. I'm gonna go screw a hoe and be a hoe for the rest of my life and just live like a single person and be with my hoe, and I'm gonna have a better life now because I ain't gotta deal with my children. I ain't gotta deal with my house. I don't have to deal with anything. I just go to work and just be an idiot all day. That's a great life. So you're not gonna see your kids evolve, graduate, win things. You just read about it and see it on the internet, but you're not physically there helping them like everybody else's parents are. Then you wonder why you're going to hell or you're getting karma every day. Fuck off. That's why I can't stand people in this world. They make me so mad. And honestly, if I can slap the shit out of them physically or tie them up to a fucking tree for hours and hours and hours and make them suffer, I would, without getting in trouble. If I wasn't gonna go to jail for doing shit like that, for punishing people, then I would do it every day. I honest to God would. Now that I have my van, it's enough to put a couple people in the back, tied up, and I'll take them to their destination, right to the palm tree, tie them out, tie their ass up there, and duct tape their mouth so nobody will hear them, and I'll leave them there for 24 hours. And hopefully it's raining and thundering, and hopefully roaches and fucking flies all around them all fucking day to teach them a lesson. I honestly have the balls to do it, but I know I'll get in trouble, so I won't do it. But that's how I honestly, truly feel about doing to certain people. I really do, because when you disrespect your wife or your husband and you cheat on them and you disrespect your children, you don't deserve anything less than what I just said. And if you hired me to do it, I'll do it. I'll go get the rope, the duct tape, take a bat and beat your ass and put you tie you up to a fucking tree. And that's where you belong, for disrespecting your family. You're damn right. This tiger would definitely get him. It's just sad that people have the nerve to like play victim after they do something bad. Like, it never makes any sense to me how you do some bad shit to your children and then you blame your wife or your husband. Oh, it's their fault. No, it's your fault. You're the one who's disrespecting your children. You think your children are 2 years old and they don't know? They know. Whoever's present in their life, they know, and they will always know who's there for them. And if you like do dumb shit, then those kids are gonna know, and they listen and they hear what you say to each other. Children aren't dumb, and their brains are developing every single minute. So whatever you're saying, they're recording that shit in their brain. And they're saying to themselves, yeah, I got you. I'm going to fix you right now. That's why my brother's two boys, they've succeeded without their mother, and they're happy that she's not even around. Right? And these guys next door, they're the same way. The first thing they say is, fuck that guy. They don't even say dad. They said, fuck that guy. We don't care about him. We're better off without him. I'm glad he's not here because he was an asshole, you know? And then before they went away on their volleyball trip, he had the nerve to say that they shouldn't be missing school for 3 days to go on a volleyball trip. And then comes back with a silver medal, the first Bermudian team to ever do it. So you would have, if you were here in this house, you would have told them, no, you can't go. And then his team would have came back with a silver medal and you would have deprived that child more. And that child would have hated you more because you didn't allow him to go because of school. So there's like thousands of kids in this arena playing volleyball from all over the world. So what about them? They're missing school too for 3 days and they can make it up. School is consisted of 6-7 months a year. The fuck you talking about? You see? So his mentality is so negative that he will turn our positives into negatives just so he can feel good about himself. Like, you got to do what I want. Mofo, you're lucky I don't come to your job and choke you like a fucking chicken and beat the shit out of you, because that's what I really want to do sometimes. But that's like that. The old me would have done it no problem. And even when he was here, I threatened him plenty of times because he's so stupid and he's such like a control freak, narcissistic asshole that I people like that try to control people too much. I can't stand that shit. That you're supposed to allow people to learn life and learn things. That's why you're working at a grocery store and doing fucking nothing. Yeah, y'all got a bullshit job, bro. You ain't nobody in this world. But your kids are gonna be way better than you. Your wife's doing way better than you. Your ex-wife's doing better than you, and so am I. And you just want to live a negative life all the time. I don't understand how people live with themselves every day and look themselves in the mirror to see their conscience don't work. A lot of people's consciences in this world don't work. Good morning, Ninja. Been watching too many Steven Seagal movies? No. I don't even watch movies, but I'll watch some of his movies. Yeah, they don't. But you're right, Maria. See what you said there? You said, yeah, it's annoying, but let that energy go and allow karma to handle it quick. Exactly. Of course, Ali, that's why Sophia doesn't want to go nowhere. And Cameron does, you know. Cameron is the boy, so he's gonna want to be around his dad to a certain extent. A certain extent. Steven Seagal is a gangster. But it's sad how all of this happens and how people are. I watched Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Jet Li. I watched all of them, but my favorite actor and real gangster is Sylvester Stallone. See, I'm more of a Rambo guy. I don't care about Rocky and shit. I'm a Rambo guy. I'm gonna blow your ass up, fucking put some bullets in your fucking ass. That's what I feel like doing. Blowing up shit. Beating the shit out of you. Rambo was my favorite movies growing up. I used to watch that shit and be like, yeah, kill me some mofos around here. Kill these bad bastards. Yeah, I don't have the heart to do that. I don't have the heart to kill people and do those type of things. I'm just talking shit. But there's some days where, like, when we get like a letter from the lawyer from him, or like, or we hear that his negative thoughts about us, or we hear things and stuff, it makes us want to like go attack him, because like, but that's what he wants. He wants us to like retaliate, because I've told my nephews and my sister, I've told them that if we retaliate or we show any type of physical aggression, then that is going to be on our record because this is already, a part of the system and the court. So it's going to make us look bad. It's going to make us look guilty because because when a person beats you up, it's usually because, they're trying to hide the truth or they're trying to shut you up from saying things, right? Whether it's real or not, or true or false. But that's to be determined because there's people like him who use it against you. So I said, look, we can't put our hands on them. Let God deal with them. Let spirit deal with them. And look, it's been perfectly fine. And I said, just the victories we've had already is making him have nightmares every night. I said, to get a person physically is one thing, but get a person mentally is the real success. Believe me when I tell you. And if you don't believe me, try it. Destroying somebody mentally is worse than physical pain. The physical pain will go away eventually, but the mental pain will stick with you forever, right to the day you die. Good, rightfully so. My a-hole brother, Mac's brother-in-law, received his court summons, and they called it off and begged to call it off and to have a meeting. So Monday is the meeting. Yeah, it is, and I hope you get over it. But the best way to get over mental trauma and things like that is to look at how you are today. That's the best way to get over childhood trauma and things from the past is look at who you are today. Because when you were a child, you really didn't have choices that you have now. And you can always like make your life better so you don't have to dwell on what happened in the past. You know? Yeah, I agree. But the the most positive way to look at it is who you are today. You know, who you are today is who you are right now, and who you are in the present. What happened in the past is painful and can be very mind blowing. But you know you can always you can always manipulate your mind as a person to a positive mentality constantly. You can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. And I always encourage everybody to keep your mind on positive things. I know you're gonna dwell on it eventually because mentally you're gonna be scarred for life. But you can always help people get over what you've been through and talk about it freely and be like, okay, cool. Yes, this happened to me. I had no control over what happened because I was a child. Or this happened to me because I had nothing. I couldn't help, I couldn't help what happened. People did this to me or that to me, or this happened to me or that happened to me. You know, I look at everybody's situation and I always tell everybody the same thing. Who you are today is not who you were when those bad things happen. You're the same person, yes, but you can always develop your mind and your life into a better, positive way and live a better life and make sure that those things don't happen to you again or to your children or to anybody around you. And if it does, you'll be able to say, hey, this is how I dealt with it, or this is how you should deal with it. Because that's why these things happen. It's like my mom always says something that always rings in my brain. If your parents are bad, then the children get the blunt of the karma, right? Because if you're a parent, your children suffer for your stupidity and your bullshit. It's handed down to the next generation, and I firmly believe that does happen, right? In certain cases, So you may not never know what your parents did because they're never going to tell you. But sometimes the children suffer for the parents. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes you get bad things happen because it's the carryover from your parents' bullshit. And that's how it works, in my opinion. Because I've seen that happen. And my mom, she always says that. When somebody does something wrong, she'll go, "Oh well, they got children, so they better watch out." And when she says shit like that, she doesn't put it like she doesn't want that to happen because she loves children, right? But she always says that's what's probably going to happen. And sure as shit, it does. My mom, she's got the sayings like how I have, right? And that's who I get a lot of those sayings from, is from her. Like she speaks like my grandmother and grandfather used to always say shit like that. Like they believe firmly in karma and no violence, just karma. And if it doesn't happen to you, it's gonna happen to your children. If it doesn't happen to you, it's gonna happen to your family. Because that's how karma gets you. That's how it makes you, even though something might not happen to you, it's gonna happen to your children. And that's fucked up, but hey, it's just the way it is. It's how it happens. It does happen that way. And what happens to your children is still reflection of karma on you because it's your children. Or your husband or your wife. Something will happen to give you karma for the stupid shit that you do. Yep. So but the thing is, you might think that, your parents are wonderful or whatever, but they're not. They're not perfect. And they're never going to be perfect. So their karma is going to be switched to you. And that's how it works. My mom always says that shit. She always says that. And I'm like, Mom, as long as that karma don't come my way, you better not done no dumb shit. And she starts laughing. She goes, No, it's fine. I say, Yeah, you can go to church all you want and pray every day. But they ain't listen. They ain't worried about that shit. Your karma's coming. You'll get it. Like my mom says, you pay here before you go. And if you don't, you already know where you're going. And ain't that fucking true? I've seen that shit happen enough times in my life. When somebody I know dies, I'm like, yeah, see how they died? They got karma right before they left. Or if they didn't get no karma, people are like, that bastard, he didn't get no karma. I say, hey, yes, he did. He went straight hell. That's where he ended up. Don't worry. He went straight cremated for life. Hey, Kays, how you doing? Yeah, you sure can. Yeah. So I know, Maria, I know you've been through a lot, and you confided in me and told me things, and that we've been friends for a long time. But if nobody's told you, I'm proud of you, and I'm proud that you're a great mom. You have a job. You've come a long way. I don't hear you complaining like you used to. So I know things are better for you. And just always remember that your past loved ones, like your brother and everybody else in your life, they're always going to make sure they take care of you. Always going to make sure that they do what's right for you. And they're always going to nudge you in the right way to make sure you don't get caught up in bad situations ever again. So when something doesn't go right in your life, just know that they're probably saving you from a worse outcome than you think. And being a good mother to your children and taking care of those boys is probably the only thing that's probably saving you from getting anything worse in your life. And God's going to always be there, and Spirit's always going to take care of you no matter what. You know? So don't worry about what or anything happens, you know you're good. Like, Case, thanks for the super chat. You can ask your question when you're ready. Yeah, exactly, and I agree with that. And I'll never overlook, what you've been through, because I know. Okay, Case, no problem. Take your time. Yep, it's you and a lot of other people I know that hold it down and stay independent and stay focused on what they have to do in life, take care of their children, and take care of themselves, and don't like put themselves in bad situations, like. All right, Case, let me check. Yeah, I see that your job is secure. I don't see you getting fired or anything bad happening. If there's men at the job that you're working at, and they're like your boss or the owners, they're okay with your progress at work or your job. I don't see, like, I think that they trust you, and I think that they're okay with you. They think you're doing your job and you're okay. The only thing I see here is that is like, just be very cautious, on how you proceed from now on. Like, withdraw from doing things that you're not supposed to, or if you got in trouble, like, just feel like, hey, I need to not do that, so that way I'm gonna be okay. But like, you can't live in denial about it, like. Yeah, I feel like I don't see nothing bad here, even though they sent you home today. But I don't feel like they've made a decision to get rid of you. It all depends on what you did, but yeah. See, well, then they're probably gonna check out the situation, and then I think you'll be fine at the end. Especially if you're dealing with men, then I would say that you're gonna be okay, because there's like a man here that's like the owner or the boss. He's gonna check the situation, and he's gonna be like, hey, look, you know, that's probably why they sent you home, just to check everything, to make sure everything was okay. But if you did nothing wrong, which I see. Yeah, see, so that's probably what it is then. Yeah. The guy got fired, and they fired me initially, but I spoke up again to plead my case. Yeah. So so what I'm getting now, that I know that, they think that they trust you now that you've spoken up. They trust that you are telling the truth. And that's why from now on, try to be like, very cautious about not happening again. That's probably what they're gonna tell you. They're probably gonna tell you, hey, look, make sure this doesn't happen again. And if it does, you better come to us one time. Because I see men here, 3 different men here. So I think that it's not going to be that long at all. I think that they're gonna, call you, because I got all these men here, and they all think highly of you. Like, they're not mad at you or anything like that. I mean, the guy that got fired, obviously, he's probably mad. I feel like next week you'll be back to work. I don't see it being long. Next week you should be back to work, or in the next 6 days. So what's today? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So yeah, in the next couple days you'll be back to work. You'll be fine. I don't get nothing negative as far as like you like getting fired or like, like not going back to work. But Spirit's saying that when you do go back to work, withdraw from getting into this situation again. And don't live in denial about it. Just know that it happened and make sure it doesn't happen, doesn't reoccur again. Because these men, so, what I want to ask you is before this incident, did these men like you working there? You know, that's what you have to ask yourself. Because all the men I see are all like happy to have you work there. But because this incident happened, right? Yeah. See, that's why I don't get no negative cards. I didn't get anything negative there. But Spirit's telling me to tell you to make sure when you go back to not let this happen again. And if there's any slight thing that happens, you need to go right to the owners or your boss and say, hey, look, remember what happened last time? This shit's happening again. Or like, I feel like this is gonna happen. But I feel like you'll be back to work, probably this weekend or next week. But they all like you. I don't get them like hating you or something like that. They all like you. They think you're a trustworthy worker and you do your job. So I feel like you're gonna be fine. Yeah. I got good energy there. And the men like you. So just try not to get into anything again. I know it's so hard not to get involved, like, and just like fuck somebody off or tell them about themselves, or like, sometimes when you're a woman and you're around a lot of men, bullshit can happen. Like, they can undermine you, treat you like shit, sexually fucking annoy you, shit like that. So I understand totally. And hopefully none of that will happen, but getting threatened is bad enough. But overall, I think you'd be fine. I got like good cards there. Yeah. I know Spirit's telling me things, but I don't want to put your business out here, I hear things, so I know what's going on. That's why I don't see nothing bad happening. Because if they were to get rid of you, it's going to look bad on their part, which I don't see them doing. But make sure if the slightest thing happens again, you report it right away. Don't try and take it on yourself. You know what I mean? Especially when you're around a lot of men, because they would like think that you're doing it on purpose, because a lot of men resent women for doing dumb shit, right? So it's like that's the thing. So make sure you withdraw from any conflict whatsoever, and make sure like you speak up like you did this time. All right, Ninja, take care. I'm gonna get out of here myself because I need to go get some lunch. I've been on here for an hour. I'm gonna go get some lunch and then I'm gonna do some work. I'll be back on tonight though, or this afternoon, depending on the weather. The weather's still kind of weird. You're welcome, K's, no problem. Just do what you have to do, but I feel like you'll be back to work soon. Me, I'm from Bermuda. It's an island. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm from Bermuda. It's an island right off the east coast of the United States. It's like a little dot in the world. I don't know if you ever heard of Bermuda, but yeah, you can Google it. It's a little island. It's paradise. It's heaven on earth sometimes. Yeah, it's not the Bermuda Triangle, so you ain't got to worry about that. It's an island. It's very small, but when the weather's kind of weird, I come on here for it and during the day. All right, Maria, have a good day. All right, Case, thanks for coming by. I'll see you all later on tonight. I'll be here at some point. All right, have a good day.